Later in the day, I went into the merchandise tent, and it was there that we interviewed Steve. And Steve shared with us his sense of calling as a painter and how he uses a blank landscape and his sense of vision to create anew.
I actually pray that God would kind of touch every home that a printer or whatever goes into in whatever way, and have this lead to good things, not just the financial gain for me or whatever, or notoriety, but just for good things, and we get some great stories back about how our work has touched people, and it's a blessing, to be commissioned is an honor, but hear stories like that is a blessing. So we just enjoy our time here. People are wonderful, and we're just honored to be here. I've done a few major championships back in the States, about 25 to be exact, and so this is my second Open Championship. And if you're a golfer and you're painting the home of golf, the iconic scene at the Swilken Bridge, it doesn't get much better than that, at least on this earth. So
you're right.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Swilken Bridge. I wonder why it's such an icon.
Yeah, it's some great people have walked across that bridge, and Bobby Jones was stimulated to build Augusta National by what he had experienced here. He wanted to just build something just very strong and creative. And if you ever saw photographs of Augusta National in its early years, it's not manicured the way it is now. It was rough, grasses, just very different. But if you go to Augusta National, the grass that you see here is about the same cut. It looks like a putting green, with only a little bit longer. It's not the traditional bluegrass that you bent grass that you see in the States. Your ball will roll to the end of the earth, it seems, on some of these fairways. So that's links style golf. So,
well, your gift as an artist. When did you sense that maybe it was your calling?
Well, I sensed it, I guess, at about 5 years old when we go to the library, and the only books I wanted to take out were how to draw books, and brought them home and just practiced.
And show me this fish symbol again on this.
The fish symbol appears on every painting I do.
Might be easier to see.
Yeah, on the original there, but I think you can focus in on that.
Yes.
And sometimes it leads to conversation, and I just say, there's more to this world than just what presents itself. There's a spiritual side, and that's far more important than what we do here. And so, what do they say? Store up the things that are important. Christ said,
everything else gets rusty.
Everything else is rusty, but it's relationships and what you do for people that really count. And we live that way our life. I'm trying to teach our kids that too. So this is certainly fun and enjoyable to do, and it gets us around the world.
How long did this take for you to paint this?
The average painting I do takes about 2 to 3 months. This one took near closer to 4 to 5 months, pushing 6. But again, that's not day after day, because I do paint for other tournaments. But sometimes you just need a break, and you go on to it, and then you come back to it. And sometimes you're letting paint dry, and sometimes you're trying to figure out what the next step is. So, but it was a labor of love, and there's so many buildings that they had to be accurate, and that takes time. Nothing good comes without putting your time into it. So.
You're so right. Well, that's what makes this image so powerful, the way the city wraps around the course.
Yeah, it's just iconic, and there's history in every corner. Really, history in every corner.
Well, thank you, Steve.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
And blessings in your ministry.
Yeah, well, you know what? God's going to put me where He wants me to do what He wants me to do, and I'm willing to do so.